you were obviously fighting and stuff like that, making money, doing like blue collar work. And then you decided to get into kind of, what would you call it? YouTube. You met Logan Paul, basically. You took on a new persona as not Logan Paul. So can you tell me like how all of that even came about to begin with?
Okay, so I was never on TikTok. Then my wife and my cousin Brooke they start downloading TikTok and they're goofing off on it and they're obsessed with watching the videos and then they're like, I want to post. And they race each other to 1,000 followers. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get in on this action. Yeah. So all three of us, we start posting every single day, racing each other to 1,000 followers. And they smoke me. My wife and my cousin are like both beat me out of the water very easily. But I don't give up when I like something. I stay consistent with it. And that's where you truly find the success. Even when it looks like you're failing, you continue like just to grind at it. Stay positive and keep on grinding towards it. Learning and adapting as you move. You'll figure it out. The moment you give up, though, that's when it stops.
No, 100%. So you had no intentions. It was a game with your wife, you said, and your cousin or something?
Yep. And then I'm goofing off doing random videos. So I play guitar. And I thought that maybe I'd see some pretty good success with posting a few things on the guitar. No, I was shy. I was embarrassed. It wasn't until I started doing content at work, finding miscellaneous side projects, and then people kept commenting saying, "You look like Owen Wilson, or Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, or Logan Paul, if Logan Paul was on fentanyl." Or, one thing led into another or into another. And I don't even have this haircut, I'm not cutting my hair.
Yeah.
I like mine. And I get the Kurt Cobain comment all the time too. I like that. Dolph Lundgren, Phillips Luce.
Many
And I'm
doppelgangers
just
for you.
rocking. Yes, and I'm just rocking it, staying positive and just going wherever. But Jake Paul reached out to me and he shot me a message. He's like, "Hey, bro, why aren't you texting me back?" And I was like, okay. And I didn't immediately react to this because I was like, shit, is this real? What do I do? I don't want to fuck it up. Fuck. Okay. So I asked, like, what do you do in this situation? You don't act like you know it all. You ask for advice and tips, and then you take that and you formulate something. And I reached out to Joey Reed, who's a good friend of mine, who had me on a video call with Armin Azadi, who was Jake Paul's former manager. And he gave me some tips to go from then on out. And I actually ended up not going the direction he wanted. He said to treat it as if I was Logan, but Logan and Jake were mad at that moment. And to say, basically as if Logan was talking shit to Jake. And I was like, maybe I should handle it as if I am like a forgotten brother, or not. It did okay. And then one thing leads into another. Logan reached out to me. I was like, okay. He originally only wanted to send me some Prime, just kind of like make confirmation, saying, "Hey, dude, I support what you're doing. Here you go. See what you can do with it." I shot him a video idea that I was going to rock. And he shot me some ideas and some criticism on like how to make it even better. And then he put me in touch with his stylist. One thing leads into another. She takes some videos of me in the outfit that they wanted, sends it to Logan. And then a few days later, I'm meeting Logan. And, one thing leads into another. And now I'm doing all sorts of cool things. Like I already told you, I hosted an awards ceremony for the H3 podcast. I've been on Jeff Wittick's podcast a few times. I went to Leeds, England for all this. So like things that I would never have been able to do building fence. I'm able to take my kids to the ocean. Like 4 kids. I took them all down and we saw the ocean. It's like, that is something that's been on my bucket list for a while. And social media is what made it happen. not grinding my ass off work construction. It's just goofing off, being an idiot on the camera and not giving a crap if people insult me. Like, yeah.
So with Jake reaching out to you though, what type of content were you putting out at the time that got Jake to reach out to you?
I would do random content with people. Like I post dad jokes. I post smashing videos. I post miscellaneous random video. Like if it makes me laugh, I'll post it. I really don't have a niche. I'm just all over. I love it.
But it had nothing to do with Logan at the time.
Yeah, what's garnished me the most success is when someone reaches out to me on Instagram and they say, "Hey, can we hire you to work such and such video?" and whatnot. And then they ask for my price ranges, and I'm just like, "You shoot me a fair price. We'll go from there." Sometimes it's pretty low, sometimes it's ridiculously high. So I don't set myself a price range. I just go where I flow because I don't want to turn anybody away by saying I'm $5,000 for a day. Was like, if you start doing that, you're going to miss a $10,000 job and 15 jobs that only paid $1,000, you know? And that one video with a guy he couldn't afford to pay, that guy can blow up tomorrow. And, you know, just stay positive and keep grinding with it.
And so how many followers did you have at the time when Jake reached out to you?
I had 250,000 on one of my TikTok accounts, and I was only at that point in time rocking one account. Now I'm rocking multiple accounts on all platforms.
Okay, so you got 250,000 followers with no Logan Paul content.
Yeah.
Okay, and so just to kind of, so everybody can kind of understand, including myself, when Jake reached out to you, was that for, what was I going to say? Was that for basically to pay you to do a reel and then kind of like start a back and forth? But was that like a financial opportunity? He was going to pay you to do a reel?
No, I have not gained any finances or even asked them for no money whatsoever. I've been asking Logan and Jake for tips and like advice. Yeah, it's like for me that pays way more too. Like if you can have somebody who is at that level guiding you, okay, that the return upon investment is phenomenally higher with that route versus just having to pay me a couple $1,000s for a one done deal.
No, yeah, I hear you. But I was just kind of curious if like that was the initial message. So what was the initial message?
No, Jake reached out to me on a TikTok video that I posted. I was on the farm, yeah, and I was working. There was a bunch of cows behind me, and then the video that I did was I posted, Logan Paul makes $80,000 in a single Instagram post. I made $40,000 last year working my ass off all year doing construction. You know, and I'm putting the hashtags. You should be able to learn from this. You know, it's like the system's broken, but learn to adapt and grow as times change or something like that. He commented on that video, and then I commented back, and I said something. I can send you the videos, bro. I'm honestly drawing a complete blank.
Okay, no worries. But something along those lines. You posted a video related to Logan about how he's making a bunch of money and your blue collar work was making like half as much, but you're working way harder. And Jake saw that and reached out.
I make $80,000 in a day, where I make $40,000 in a year. Okay, and something along those lines. And Jake reached out to that video. I think it was that video. I'm gonna have to say it to you. I could be wrong. Okay.
Okay.